conspiracy.
Truth about 9/11. And who's trying to go for us?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to Fatherhood Unfiltered. It's been a while, hasn't it, Simon?
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Apologies, everyone.
Yeah, we were meant to do an episode down to yours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't quite go to plan. So we'll redo that one. However, this is episode 5 or 6. Probably going to be 5, isn't it?
Probably.
It's an episode.
Could be.
It could be. It could be anything. We're going to do something slightly different. We're going to play a game.
Yeah.
Don't know what this game's called.
Play a game.
So the idea of the game is to guess what the other one says. However, they will not have their earphones in, or they will go on mute, and they have to, or the other person has to guess what we're saying. So I've got one ready. If you're ready to turn everything
we haven't
off.
Actually tried this yet.
Nope.
So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Yeah. Right. Have you turned?
Done it yet?
Well, I've got it here, but you need to turn me off rather than turn me on.
Oh.
You hear me? Ready? Okay. Give me the thumbs up.
I can only mute myself.
Well, turn the volume down then, you donut.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but then I won't be able to hear anything.
You're only hearing me, to be fair.
I can't hear anything.
Okay. Thumbs up. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
That's a bit long, isn't
it? I'm on a seafood diet.
That's way too long.
You're not meant to say
way
it.
Too long.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's like a whole fucking paragraph.
It's a sentence.
Exactly.
Well, that's what it's meant to be.
I can't remember a word of.
But that's the point of it.
Normal sentences.
It's literally a sentence long. Well, I'm gonna have to change it because you bloody heard some of it.
I can't remember it.
Right. This is like 5 words long. Okay. Right. Right. Ready? Give me a thumbs up. Right. Can you hear me, knobhead? Right. Ready? You're as good as your last haircut.
Again? You got to like.
You're as good as your last haircut.
It looks like you're saying, "Look at yourself, you large anus."
No, come on. Come on, guess what it is?
Knowing you, that's probably what you said.
No.
Right, say it again.
All right. You're as good as your last haircut. You're as good as your last haircut.
Is this something like well known?
Yeah.
Or is it just a random sentence?
Yeah, random. You understood that? You're as good as your last haircut.
Wait, break it down.
You're as good. Come on. You're as good as your last haircut.
No, I got no clue. If it's not what I thought it was, I got no idea.
Okay, so
Right,
what's your final answer?
Look at yourself, you anus.
You're as good as your last haircut.
Oh, for God's sake.
Look at yourself, you anus. I fucking love that.
Right, ready?
I'm ready. Go.
Oh.
3, 2. Who starts the countdown with 2, 1? Alright, come on. 3, 2, 1, 1.
My big toe is as big as my other one.
You do not move your mouth anywhere near as much as you should do.
My big
Barley,
toe
barley. What?
is as big as my other one.
And you moaned about mine being too long. Right, say the whole thing again. Emphasize, break it down. Yeah, 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 yeah.
My big toe
Barley, bank, chow. Come on, keep going.
is as big as
Barley,
my
barley,
other
bank,
one.
send me back. What was the last bit? That makes no sense.
As my other one.
The one. The one. So far I got barley, barley. No, barley. What was it? Barley, barley, barley. Send me back. Well, go on.
My big toe is as big as my other one.
As bad as the other one is the last part, I guess. Barley, barley, barley. What the fuck's barley?
My big toe is as big as my other one.
Okay, I'm going for barley, bank, cold. It's as bad as the other one. Like, the fuck was that? So I said barley, barley, cold is as bad as the other one. What was the sentence?
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Right. Did you want to know what it was?
I would love to, yes, please.
It was my big toe is as big as my other one.
Oh, I got the last part right. At least I was closer than you. I did a better job. Although your lips are really hard to read. Right, you ready?
Oh no. Go on.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're not meant to. You're not meant to fucking hear me. That's the point. Okay, can you hear me?
Right, I can't hear you now.
Someone's a twat. Okay, cool. All right. 3, 2, 1. My brain has too many open tabs. My brain has too many open tabs.
Slow it down a bit.
My brain has too many open tabs.
My brain has too many open steps.
My brain has too many open tabs.
Tabs.
Yeah!
My brain has too many open tabs.
That was spot on. See? Fucking, I'm too good at this game. I help you.
That winning, mate.
Yeah, I got a really good one next. I go on. You have the whole internet in your hand and you're looking out a fucking window. It's
It's a shorter one, you'll be pleased to know.
a shorter one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Can't get the right angle. Right. You're a wizard, Harry.
Fuck, is that a shorter one? Say that again, maybe slower.
You're a
You're
wizard, Harry.
you'll cast something, Harry. You're say it slowly, break it down. Emphasize with your mouth. Oh, your
Ah,
your hair.
wizard Harry.
I feel like it's will, but it's like there's a longer word to it. Your 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 car. Say it again.
You're a wizard Harry.
Your hair really does. What's that last one? I feel like it says Harry. Hairy. Your hair's really hairy. Your car's really hairy. What the
Oh,
fuck?
I don't know how you don't understand this. You're a wizard Harry.
There's a D at the end of that word, isn't there?
Which one?
Which one? The last one. Fuck. One last time. One last time.
You're
Your
a
hair
wizard
wetter.
Harry.
Harry. Your hair's wetter than Harry's. Oh, fuck knows. Your hair. Your hair. Your hair. No, no.
This is painful.
This is painful. Go on.
What? You want me to do it again?
Yeah, well, I'm listening now. So go on. What's the answer?
Oh, yeah.
These little white things are called earphones. I can now hear.
Ah, no, you're a wizard, Harry.
Oh, I was right. You're
No,
Harry.
you weren't right.
But the middle part.
2 words out. Whole thing.
Listen, the beginning and the ending of a story is all you care for. People don't go through a book and think, "Oh, what's the middle of the story?" They go to the end. So technically, I got it. I got it right. Ish.
You're an idiot.
Okay, cool. Right. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? You know, there's so many different opinions. Give me the word I'm looking for. It's like theories. Oh, theories. But there's a word for it, isn't it? Like 9/11, for example.
Ideologies.
No. Like
Uh,
9/11. There's so many different theories out there, isn't there? What's the word I'm looking for?
about what?
Like, because no one knows the truth about 9/11, do they?
Conspiracies.
Conspiracy. What about conspiracies?
Yeah, go on.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think 9/11 was a hoax or it was executed by terrorists?
Hmm. I think it was a hoax and a reason for America to invade. So, because there's a lot of oil
Hmm.
in those areas, and I think it was a reason for them to go try and get it. I
So
think it was
who
staged.
so who do you think done it? Because there's so many different ways that um,
I think it was
it was
a
shown.
government thing.
You reckon? What about the
Yeah.
Pentagon? Because you because it wasn't just 9/11. You also had at the same time, you had the 9/11. You had the Pentagon, and then there was also something else that also happened.
Boston bombings, was it? Or was
No,
that? No, that was different.
no.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
wrong. I think that was done at a different time.
Yeah.
So if you think that's the case, then why did they do the Pentagon? Why was the plane flown into the Pentagon then? Is it
I
because it's
haven't
tied up?
I haven't looked into that one.
Maybe not. It's an interesting
No.
one because there's so
But
many different
for me,
videos out there, isn't there?
the fact that there was so many odd things that came up, like there's videos. Obviously, the videos could have been edited and stuff, but there was videos of the planes and they didn't appear to have any windows.
I haven't seen that one.
They, yeah, so they were thought to be drones as opposed to planes.
Really?
If they were traveling that fast, they would
Yeah.
have gone straight through it.
You reckon?
If it was an actual
Not
plane.
even with the
Yeah,
construction of the building,
yeah.
because they're pretty tall. Well, they were pretty
The
tall
wings,
anyway.
yeah, the wings would have come off and they would have just gone bloop.
Yeah, I guess.
I think a plane's going like however
300
far,
miles
like
per hour, 300 to
400 miles
500,
an
don't they?
hour. It's going to go through a building,
I,
and
I,
the
I
fact
think.
that it collapsed the way it did,
Mm,
and there were explosions underneath where the plane hit,
mm-hmm.
and there were workers on those floors that no one really knew like why they were there or anything.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Yes,
So a few weeks leading up to it, there were construction workers, and I think one or two of the floors were shut off. No one really
really.
knew why. 2 weeks
Okay.
later,
It's interesting because obviously people saw those planes, but there was,
yeah,
and the problem is nowadays, or even back then, because it was 2001, there editing was about then, and there was
yeah,
photos or videos of planes just appearing and then disappearing. Like it didn't look like a
yeah,
continuous flight going through the air and then into the building.
hmm
But then again, obviously, those that are on the ground at the time that saw it happen, obviously, might have a different story. Like it's crazy to think that this could be a government planned hoax.
That's the thing, though. We know a fraction
Mm-hmm.
of what we're allowed to know.
Yep.
There's there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things that we will never know about
Mm-hmm.
that they've done.
There was
And I
there
don't
was
think it's even the government. So I think there's people darker than the government
oh,
behind
without
the
a shadow of a
scenes
doubt.
that no one will ever know about
Mm-hmm.
that run the world and how it operates. And
Mm-hmm.
like even like royalty and stuff, I don't think they don't have as much power as anyone thinks.
No, and there are stories
Not these
about that
days.
on a separate one as
I
well.
think like royalty a few hundred years ago and before that had a lot of power, and they
Mm-hmm.
would decide whether to go to battle or how to run
It's probably because back then
their
they had
empire.
money talks, doesn't it? Whether it was back then or back now
Yeah,
or now, and I don't think that. Don't get me wrong, they have a lot of money, the royalties, but like there are other people that have higher power, and money buys people, money buys things, and I think
yeah,
you're right that the power isn't necessarily done through the royalty or through the government. I mean, let's put it this way: there's so many people that would actually go out and change the world for a good thing. I know we're slightly off topic,
yeah,
but would change the world for the positive or the country for the positive.
yeah.
But
I'll
people
just look up
get
the
put
name of
into
something quick.
that's all right. People get put into parliament because they'll take money from the highest bidder, so they're going to follow what they want, what they paid for. So if they want to stop something, they'll put more money. If they want to raise taxes, they'll do that, and money buys
Yeah,
money buys people at the end of the day. Otherwise, countries would be in a much better state than it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, there
but
was
yeah,
this.
on that note,
Oh, go on.
there's a place called Bohemian Grove in California.
Hmm.
No one's allowed in there. It's like in this little woodland thing.
Right.
Once a year, there's like members of like high society, like presidents and like high end politicians and famous people with loads of money and um, like billionaires that go there. No one knows what they talk about. No one knows what they do, but they do it once a year. It's like really secretive,
Hmm.
and like that's the whole like that brings up the whole cult culture and like Illuminati. Although I think that's sort of
Do you
died a
reckon that was
death a little
part of
bit.
it as well, of the
What
9/11 hoax?
Illuminati?
Hmm.
It's hard to say because I don't really know,
I don't know too much about it, to
or
be
don't know
fair.
if anyone really knows too much about the
I
Illuminati.
think there's celebrities out there that hide the fact that they know stuff about it. I can't remember what celebrity. It was clear that they knew something, but completely side the topic and just moved on to something else. And facial expressions, body languages, and stuff like that. There's videos out there that obviously you have body language experts that can read people that
Yeah,
like did an episode on that individual. I can't remember who it was. Don't get me wrong. But that goes to back to the 9/11 situation. There's two celebrities. I remember reading and seeing a clip about it actually. Mark Wahlberg. and Seth MacFarlane. They were meant to be
Yeah.
on that plane that hit the Twin Towers. Mark
Really?
Wahlberg changed his plans last minute to go to a film festival, and Seth MacFarlane was late by minutes, and I literally mean by a couple of minutes because he was hungover. Now, if you look at that, the change of history. Now, I'm not saying that they achieved milestone and they were a big factor to the way America was run, but like Seth MacFarlane, you wouldn't have Family Guy, you wouldn't have half the comedic films that are out there if he ended
Yeah.
up going on on the planes to the Twin Towers. Mark Wahlberg, the films that he's released as well, great actor. He wouldn't be around as
Mm.
well. It's crazy that these little things. Alcohol saves people's lives, clearly.
The irony.
The irony, yeah.
I can't. I've got to be pretty vague about this because of I don't want to get anyone in trouble or anything.
Mm.
I lived with someone once. I'm not going to even say where it was, but it was a quiet little place, really old little cottage, and they're a friend of mine. I ended up staying there for about a year. And he was massively into like the conspiracy things, and he's set up the first and biggest conspiracy page or website
Ooh.
for 9/11.
Ooh.
So then it started getting a load of traction, and got a really big following. And he ended up being contacted by an ex-MI5 agent
Right.
who just before that or around the same time had gone on live TV in England and on air said that it was
A
a
hoax.
hoax and it was a conspiracy.
That's mad, considering
So that,
obviously MI5's English, and obviously you got the FBI and CIA that's American, and this was done in American, so you must have known something.
Yeah. So then, following that, he ended up going to where I lived, the MI5 agent, and he stayed there for a while.
Was this at the same time as you stayed there, or prior?
Just before. So then he one day woke up and was like, I have to go. I need to go now. And then within a few days, the FBI came and knocked on the door. And we're like,
dear.
do you know this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know this guy? He's like, no. Nah, come and look around. Don't know what you're talking about. And they were like quizzing him on the website and all of that stuff. Obviously, they didn't do anything because there was they couldn't find any evidence of him being there or anything. So, but the fact that the guy had just gone live on British TV and publicly said what he said, I can't remember his name. Maybe it's.
That's mad though, and it's crazy. Like, how do people like you and I get access to all of this information? I mean, he must have studied it hard for years to gather information, stuff like that. But I'm sure there's stuff out there that proves that whether it was a hoax or whether it was legit or any of that. I'm sure there's evidence to say that, but
Yeah.
that's why I love conspiracies, because you just don't know, and there's so many different stories. I mean, do you remember the Charlie Kirk situation? Do you know who Charlie Kirk was?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched a clip yesterday, right? I believe he was shot by this person that was on the roof 200 yards away.
I
However,
think he was.
Yeah, well, this is it, right? I believe he was. Right, there's so many people, and literally days after we were talking about it at work, there's so many people saying he was shot from the other side. The bullet entrance came from the other side, but from the videos I've seen, it came from. So I'm sat like this. I guess it came from this way, right? And hit his neck. But there was someone I watched yesterday,
But the
or
shooter was
even this morning.
the
It,
shooter was
it,
in front of him.
yeah, was he in front? He was more at an angle. He wasn't dead on that way. It was more of, well, I guess it was more like that, wasn't it? No, like that. Sorry, I'm looking at the camera. More like that. So it was at an angle. He was still getting shot there.
Yeah, but right. So you know more about guns than I do.
Yeah.
How? So this guy that they've said has done it, who
Mm,
had no military training, right?
mm,
Shooting from 200 feet or whatever it was, 300 feet.
yeah.
You think that he's got that good of an aim
Mm,
without any training to shoot from that distance and hit someone in the neck?
mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, your neck's about that big, right? So to get it in
Yeah.
that diameter is going to be pretty good, right? Whether you want to class as beginner's luck or anything like that, because there's such a thing as beginner's luck. But go back to when we went to Prague for my stag do, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I got quite good. I think there was someone, one of the four of us, one of the three of you guys got a pretty good diameter. Was it Trent got a pretty good diameter, right?
Yeah.
If we don't know what his not Trent's, but the shooter, we don't know what his search history is like. If he's kind of tested stuff at home, because he wouldn't have just gone out, because he would have known the diameter or the target is going to be pretty small, and he's not necessarily aiming for his throat. No one said he was aiming for his throat. He just hit his throat. He could have aimed for his body. He might have not wanted to kill him. He might have wanted to actually just shoot him. Could have been aimed for his head. Who knows what he was aiming for? Only he does. But he could have got the neck easy enough. Now, at that distance and the caliber bullet he had, wind wouldn't have played much of a difference, if anything. It's 200 foot, right? It would have had a slight adjustment if it was mad windy, but you could see with obviously people's hair. I think there was a few flags on the campus. It wasn't really that windy, if windy at all. So all he would need to do is just hit the target, right? Aim for the target and hit the target. The only thing he would have had to account for is his breathing, because obviously I can only assume in that situation when I've been using target rifles or weapons through what we did at Prague or through cadets, if you're nervous or you're trying to think of something, you kind of stop breathing, just kind of like focus on something, especially when you're using a rifle. When you're breathing, you've got to go up and down, like you go with your breathing. That's the only thing in my mind that he would have had to account for. So I think he didn't. I think it's very far fetched, and again, unless I see evidence to say otherwise, how else did it happen? Like, what are people? What else are people saying? How did he die then?
Some people saying he was shot from behind.
Okay, so you think there was a potential second shooter?
There was no. You know when they were carrying him out,
Mm.
where was the blood?
They probably
There
packed
was
him.
no trail.
Yeah,
There
but
was no trail.
they probably packed him. I haven't
What,
seen
within-
the full detail of obviously him being picked up. All I saw is him being shot, it hitting his neck, obviously it coming out, and obviously him falling to the floor. That's as much as I saw. They probably packed him up and got him out. I don't know. There is a conspiracy though. One of the bodyguards was doing hand movements.
Yeah.
Now that I could believe, because what's probably happened is he's indicated to the shooter this is the time, because I don't know if there's like a rhythm to his when he does all these talks, if he does certain things and he sits back, maybe like when they're speaking he sits back and listens. So maybe there was a time in that he knew if they're asking the question he's going to sit back, and then that's his trigger. I don't know. It's a good little conspiracy, but I think
But
it was him that shot him.
On the same note, he could have been signaling to another agent about something suspicious in the crowd.
Agreed. But obviously his hands were down. He's facing the crowd. Everyone else is facing the crowd. So unless he's signaling from someone from another roof or somewhere higher up that can see him, everyone else was looking outwards because obviously they want to, like you said, they're looking at something in the
Yeah, but
crowd.
they'd have agents in the crowd, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but if they're in the crowd, they're not going to see him because people are around him.
What?
If the guy that's behind Charlie, right, is signaling, because that's the person that supposedly was signaling, right? And bearing in mind the shooter,
Yeah.
from my understanding, was in front of him at an angle and he's got a scope. All he's got to do is look at the bodyguard, right? He's seen the bodyguard. If you're stating that there was other security guards in the crowd, which no doubt there probably was, they're looking at the crowd, they're looking around the crowd, but they've got people in front of them, behind them, and all around them. They're not going to see a hand movement that's by his groin, basically, because that's
Oh, I
where it
see.
was.
Sorry, yeah.
It wasn't up here. It was literally his hands were
I
down
thought
as
he
if
was,
they were like that.
I thought he was touching his hat.
No, no.
Right, fine.
The rumor is, from my understanding, it was down by his groin, where you cross your hands over from each other in front of you, like you're standing up like that.
Right.
It's an interesting one because I'm like, within days of it happening, there's already conspiracies, and I'm like, it's mad how many
Yeah, but
conspiracies
people
are
always
out.
jump on it, don't they?
This
They
is
always
what I
try and
find so
find.
fascinating. That this is why I love conspiracies, because it's how people's minds work. Like your mind would be different to mine, or very similar, but then there'll be someone completely different, like this person that you were talking about, completely different to you and I. I'm like, well, you need your sources to find out this information. Yeah, it's crazy. But then again, going back to what you said, if there was a shooter from behind, they had like a
Yeah.
cover. It was a tent
Yep.
type thing. There would have been a hole. There was no mention of a hole.
Why would there need to be a hole?
Because if the bullet's from behind, the shooter's from behind, and it's gone past the tent side cover, there would be a hole. It's got a puncher through the
Oh,
tent.
afterwards.
Well, at the time of
After.
the shooting.
Oh, after the shot.
Well, yeah, after the shot, yeah.
Yeah, right. There's another theory that it was one of the close-up cameramen.
Nah, I've not heard that.
Yeah.
What, like, got the weapon out and shot him, or was within the camera?
Within the camera.
Nah,
But
in
I
the
think that's a
nicest
bit
way
far-fetched.
possible. That's. I gotta be careful what I say. That's sick in regards to having it incorporated into the camera, but obviously the incident was obviously dreadful. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's crazy what you can do and put weapons in. But I disbelieve that one until I can prove it. But
Yeah, I
I'd love to
think
hear more about that one.
Have you heard about the ice wall one?
The ice ball.
Yeah.
Still related to Charlie Kirk, or
no?
okay?
Apparently, there's a theory that there is an abundant land behind the ice wall in Antarctica.
Okay.
In like the 50s or 60s, NASA stopped exploring very suddenly, and every single country, every single power agreed not to go there. Has that ever happened before?
The moon?
They haven't agreed not to go there?
Well, no one's attended since. Okay,
They've done
Elon
it.
Musk, and now is it Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos? He's now got spaceships. Why haven't they gone to the moon? Bezos for what? Yeah.
Probably want to go further. I don't know.
So you're saying behind the ice caps, as in when you say behind,
like
underneath?
An ice wall. There's an
an
ice wall.
Nah, that's a bit far fetched. That there's an ice wall, like a little dome. Within a certain point, there's like an ice.
There's like an ice wall, and inside that wall, it's not like got a roof or anything, but it's like an abundant land with like grass and cities and stuff. Yeah, apparently.
On the Earth or in the Earth?
On the Earth.
So somewhere randomly in the Antarctica, right, where there's shitloads of ice, all of a sudden you can go grass and it's beautiful sunshine and it's got that. That's far fetched. I'd love to hear more about that.
But there was one of the first flights over Antarctica. The pilot reported that
So if I went to Google Earth, theoretically, what would happen is it will go blurry.
Or it would just be white. I don't know. I've not tried it.
Hmm. That
Go
one.
on YouTube after. Go on
Huh?
YouTube after this and have a look.
I might have to. Because that's interesting. I mean, every time you were talking about the ice and there being a different world, I was thinking of Transformers, where they
Of
found
course you are.
Megatron. Megatron in the
Well,
ice, and that's it.
maybe that's a true story.
Maybe you reckon there's robots like the
No.
Transformers, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron. No.
No.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh.
Interesting.
What are you up to later?
Well, technically, when the kids go to bed, nothing.
How many kids go to bed?
Between
Okay.
half a quarter
I
to.
didn't know. Oh yeah, because you got. Because I was going to say once the estate agents come over, we can jump back on again. But it's up to you.
It depends how long they're on for, because I got to be somewhere for 1:30 and get my flu jab
Oh,
and,
okay.
and blood
Yeah.
pressure thing. We can do it tonight.
Depends what time.
8.
8. Nah, it'd be too close to Jess coming back. That's fine. We'll do it. When do you want to do it next?
I'm working tomorrow.
Same.
Do Thursday?
Nah, I can't do Thursday. Pretty much done for the rest of the week, to be honest.
First or second?
I'm not actually free until. I don't know. Might be the week after next, start of December. I haven't got Jess's rota yet.
Yeah, first, second, third.
Maybe the third after work. I finish at 4.
No, I'm on nights.
Oh. I've got Philly on the 1st, working the 2nd.
5th.
5th. Maybe it depends if Jess is working or not.
Drop me a
I've got
message
my
then.
stuff. Yeah. All sorts on that.
We shall
Right.
indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for watching such an interesting and strange episode with us.
Yeah, it was entertaining with the games, and then the conspiracies. I reckon we'll get a few mentions in there, or a few comments mentioned in the conspiracies. I think that'll get people hooked on
Yeah,
that
if
one.
there's any conspiracies you want us to look into and talk about, let us know.
Yeah,
We can have a chat about that.
and if you've got your own theories on there as well, drop a mention in there.
Yeah.
We want to hear about them.
If there's any stupid games you want us to play, we can try and give it a go.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
we aren't anywhere near each other, so it's got to be over the PC. Don't get us to do like happy slaps or something like that, because I'll be slapping something like that. And, ow.
Yeah, I mean we can do that. We need to sort that out.
Yeah, well, you guys are more than welcome up at some point.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sick, man.
That'd be good.
All right, well,
let's get Christmas out of the way.
yeah, no, exactly. All right, well, until next time, peace out.
Yeah,
and take care of yourself, and see you later, people.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.